Hello everyone and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host Stan Rattan and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show where we try to make you feel comfortable about your palate and get rid of all that wine snob crap. Today I have some help from Matthew Cordon Selections. Matthew from Unique Wines. Sorry Matthew, we have so many Matthews calling on me, I forget who it is. He set up this blind tasting. I wanted to do a double blind tasting. And I'm already breaking out in a cold sweat because double blind is one of the hardest things you can do when you don't know what the varietal is. You're just guessing. So I thought I would do it, expose my human weakness. Now Matthew thinks I'm going to do okay, so I'm glad he has confidence in me. One of my favorite quotes I heard from Woe, I can't remember, is it Harry Woe? Matthew, do you know? Harry? Anyway, he was an early 1900 wine critic, and they were talking about blind tasting, and they asked him if he ever mistook a Burgundy for a Bordeaux, and he said, not since lunch. That's how difficult double blind tasting is. So, we're going to get started right away on number one. Zoom in there, Matthew.
Oh, you got it.
Number one. Not that they want to see the bag, but I want to see number one there. So I'm going to pour it here, and always in a double blind tasting, you feel the bottle, lets you know at least that it's not a Pinot. This is not a Pinot Noir. Now Matthew told me these are all domestic varietals, so we're going to see what we get. Let's check out the nose. I'm getting a lot of cherry on this one. A little bit of currants. It's got a little bit of alcohol going on. Definitely New World. Obviously, if it's domestic, it's going to be New World. It's got a real pretty nose. Pretty nose. I hate the word pretty, but I say it every once in a while. I get caught. Actually, I love the nose. I get a little tobacco and rose petal going on. It smells like a cab to me, but you know, we'll see what we get on the palate. Got a lot of vanilla, a lot of black currants. Tobacco on the backside. I'm thinking that Matthew's going to mess with me and throw a Merlot in there right off the bat. Good structure. It's nice and silky. It's got a little grittiness on the right at the back of the palate. There's not a huge amount of tannins. I can talk, really. Not a lot of tannins, which would kind of take me away from a cab. I'm just thinking, I've gotten to know Matthew over the last year, and I'm just thinking he's messing with me here. I've been reviewing Merlots. Okay, here we go. I'm going to guess what it is. We'll unveil them after I finish all of them. Matthew's shaking his head back there. I don't know why he's shaking his head, but... Okay. Got my guess on the back. On to the next one. Hey, you guys like my spit bucket? Borrowed it from the deli department. We're up here in John McBride's office. General manager let me use his office today. I really appreciate it. Okay, well, okay. This one's got a Sirah or Pinot, and I'm based on the color. Just on that color, it would be leaning towards Sirah, but you never know. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Oh. Does he have anything here that isn't written on? There we go. Matthew, can you kind of see how dark that is? Ooh. Can we see that? All right. Yeah, they're pretty dark. Ooh, interesting nose. Wow. Okay. Of course, other things come in bottles like that, not just Pinot Noir and Syrah. That is dark. Let's get a little. I get a little clamshell action, like a little bit of clams. A little blueberry, a lot of blueberry on this one. Like a blueberry, black raspberry, and that clam thing went away right off the bat. How long have these been open? 5 hours? Minutes, okay. It's all right, you can talk, Matthew.
5 minutes, Dan.
Okay. And the clam thing's coming back. Get a little licorice on it. Oh, this is an interesting nose. I think this isn't as easy. You didn't make it that easy.
Yeah, no.
Wow. Domestic. Okay, let's see what we get on the palate. Very smooth and polished on the palate. I like the weight on this wine. It's got a nice, like a bright. I get the blueberry, a little bit of licorice thing going on. It finishes with a real interesting kind of cherry raspberry thing. It's not a Pinot, that's for sure. If it is, it's got a lot of, nah, it's not a Pinot. This is a good bottle of wine, I like it. It's got good acidity to it, which is interesting. Really drives the flavors, and I get a little peppery on the back end. A little pepper action. I like this spit bucket. I don't splash myself in the face. Maybe I should get a bigger one from my house. It's got a little grittiness. I know a Syrah has a lot of tannins. At least it has more tannins than a Pinot, obviously. Could be a Grenache, too. Love that rose. I mean, this has got a nice perfumey rose petal thing going on the back end. I like this bottle of wine. Good stuff. It doesn't strike a familiar chord with me on wines I've tasted from your portfolio. But I'm going to go with my gut feeling. Okay. So I'm guessing varietal, I'm scoring it, and I'm guessing the price. See, I'm getting a little gutsy here, huh? Okay.
Oh.
And I could be wrong 100%. I know that. And for all you guys out there that have been scared to do blind, don't be scared. Nobody's... unless you plan on being a master sommelier. Did you see Somm?
Yeah.
Interesting show, huh?
It's very intense.
Actually made me want to try and at least go the first couple of levels.
First 2 levels are doable.
Okay. Whatever you say. There's one coming up in Portland I'm thinking about going to in March.
Get sponsored.
All right. Oh, I know who I'm going to. All right, this is wine number 3. I probably should hold this sign up. There's wine number 3. Okay, this is definitely a traditional bottle that you see in most cases. Let's see what we get on the nose. Ooh, this has a lot of cranberry on the nose. Cranberry, raspberry. What wines have cranberry and raspberry on the nose? Sangiovese is known for that. Very light. Very, again, very perfumey. Little cherry, raspberry, cranberry action going on. I can tell this is, as we'd say in the Somm world, acidity medium plus. No, I don't know how they talk like that. Is that required? Do you have to talk like that? Okay.
Yeah, you have to pass through.
Okay, you have to use all the proper nomenclature.
Deductive reasoning.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, let's see what we get on the palate. So this is lighter on the palate, definitely not a heavy wine. It's got a nice little tannic grip on the back end, a little leather going on. A lot of raspberry and cherry, definitely. You get a nice underlying blueberry. There's good acidity on this. This has good balance. It tastes a lot like a Sangiovese to me. The only thing that raspberry is very typical of Zinfandel, but Zins don't have that grip on the back end, that leathery thing, unless you do it in a little cooler climate. Sometimes you can be thrown off by a Zinfandel. They can come across this way. It's got a lot of raspberry, but the cranberry on the nose, that's very unusual for a Zinfandel. At least I haven't, to date, smelled a Zin with that much cranberry on the nose. Okay? I'm not going to take too much time here because okay, we got it. I went in for it, guys. Let's see how I did. I gotta have one more sip of this. Wow. Good job. Okay. Let's move these over here. 1, 2. I'm gonna go by my grade I gave it. So in first place, number 2. Second place, what number is that?
3.
3. Oh, I wrote right on the front of that. And then number 1 came in third place. So for number 2, I put a Sirah. I graded it A-, and I guessed it at $22. Let's see what we got. Petite Sirah, you dirty bird. So it's a Petite Sirah, if you want to see that, from McCay Cellars. And this is nowhere near 22 bucks, guys. This is like $13. So I gave this one an A-. Huh? I've had this one before. There we go. At least I was in the Sirah area, right?
Yeah.
It is related. But, you know, we all know that Syrah pollinated Palauerson, creating Durif, which is the real proper name for it. Petite Sirah. Boy, you take these hard, Matthew.
I didn't
In
want you to
second
see if they
place-
were Stelvin or not.
I gave it a B+. I guessed it at 26 bucks because if it is a Sangiovese, it's hard to find an inexpensive Sangiovese. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, good job. So this is the Blaufrankisch, which is we often call it Lemberger in Washington, but Jed Steele does not like to call it Lemberger. He went with the traditional Austrian name of Blaufrankisch, so Blue Franc. So there you go. Shooting Star Blaufrankisch, and this one rolls in at 18.
$13.99.
Is it $13.99? Okay. Love that one. Good job. All right. And then third place, I gave this one a B. I'm guessing it at $15.
Yep. Good.
And it's a Merlot. Yes. I knew you threw that at me. So, this is I reviewed this a couple of days ago on my YouTube. This is a Milbrandt Vineyards 2010 Traditions Merlot. Love this wine. I gave it a B. I think I gave it a B in my original video too. So, consistent. Very good. 1 out of 3. I got it. At least one of them anyway. Okay. Trust me guys, double blind, it's fun to do. If I ever decide to go for any sort of a sommelier program, I better work on my blind tasting efforts. But thank you, Matthew, for helping me out with this, and here's to keeping the snob out of wine. Thanks for watching.